Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another video. In this video I will be talking about PDI, pre-delivery inspection. So PDI is very important because buying a new car or new motorcycle requires a lot of money, lot of savings and lot of emotional investment also. So you deserve a brand new vehicle, and if you don't do the PDI with due diligence, you may end up buying a used car or used motor vehicles which may be misused or test ridden, and you know how the test ride goes. So the first couple of 100 kilometers is very important for the overall engine life. So be very careful about PDI and get a brand new vehicle for yourself by following these some key points I want to mention here. Please do take a note of these, and let's get started. So first of all, I want to mention that whenever you are buying a new vehicle, you are so much emotionally attached with it. Don't go alone. Take a couple of friends. The more, the better. One or two among them must be eagle-eyed person. Do keep that in mind. Don't try to get the PDI done by yourself. You will not be able to do that. I can guarantee that. So this is the very first point. Get a expert friend, or even you can take your local mechanic if you have good relation with him. Take him with you and it will be very helpful for you. So point number 2 is check the colored lines over the set of tires, be it the front tire, be it the rear tire. There will be some colored markings over that across the circumference, and that ensures that this tire is a brand new tire, and it takes about 100 to 200 kilometers to wear off these colored lines, so if you don't see the color lines anymore, then obviously don't buy that bike, because it is used for at least 100 to 200 kilometers, maybe test riders, maybe the showroom guys. So it's definitely used, probably misused. So point number 3 is to check for rusting. So a bike, when it's ridden outside and comes in contact with water, mud, the most affected part of a motorcycle is the silencer pipe, the exhaust pipe, and the header. The exhaust pipe, where it's connected to the cylinder head, that is the place it heats up the most, and it's tend to catch the rust very early. So check that part. If you see any sign of rusting, don't buy that. It must be misused, or maybe it's being raving in the center stand. It's been put on the paddock stand and is being misused, so it heats up and it catches rust. Point number 4 is to check for lubricants. So check the drive chain for lubricants. If it's dry, do give it a chain lube. Ask them to lube the chain. Check for rusting. The chain is very likely to catch rust, so check for that, each and every link for rust. And check the engine oil level. So engine oil level may be dropped down, or maybe by some mistake they may forget to put in engine oil. That's a very weird case and rare case, but it's worth mentioning and worth checking, because it's the engine oil that makes sure your engine will be safer for a longer period of time. If you fill in adequate engine oil, the proper level of engine oil, the engine is very less likely to damage. So it's very important to check for the lubricants. If your bike is liquid cooled, then also you have to make sure that the coolant level is adequate. So this point is quite obvious. You have to check for the scratches and dents and paint defects in the overall bike. If you see any, then you should not buy that bike. Now moving on to the next part, there are some parts of the vehicle that requires to be scratch free, like the inner tube of the front suspension, headlight glass, the disc rotors. These must be scratch free. This indicates that your bike is a brand new bike. There might be some paint defects here and there. You can ignore it, or you cannot ignore it. That up to you. But the parts I mentioned here must be scratch free. Now most of us don't do this thing, but this is very, very important for you. Before signing up any document, before paying a single money, get that bike, test ride it, and be 100% sure that there is no problem with the engine. Because if there is any engine malfunctioning or engine problem as such, there is any weird noise, then it will come for the very first start. Okay, if it's okay, then you're good to go. If it's not okay, this will not be fixed in future. Be very sure about that. Make sure the engine is absolutely fine. Okay guys, so finally I want to mention that the dealer you're getting your bike from is not your friend, is not your relative. So they are only there to earn profits. So don't trust them, trust yourself, trust your friend, trust the mechanic you're going with, and do check the PDI thoroughly. Now I want to mention one thing, that nowadays you get the date of birth imprinted over the chassis or over the engine as a form of sticker, or maybe it's engraved over that. Like in the CB300F, there is a date of birth imprinted over the chassis near the rider seat. So you remove the rider seat and check for the date. So you get an idea when exact date the vehicle was produced. And you talk with the dealer, get a delivery note from them at what time they got the delivery of that vehicle. So you can get a rough idea how much time the bike is being there with the dealer. Don't get a bike that's been with the dealer for a really long time, preferably if you're buying a premium bike. The reason being, if it's a premium bike and it's there with the dealer for a long time, and you know the dealers, they tend to misuse the bike. Even if they are not allowed to ride that bike out in the roads, they can anytime put the key, put in some fuel and rev the F word out of the engine. So don't trust them guys. Don't go blindly with them. They must be like talking very sweetly, okay? But after the day the vehicle is being sold, the whole relation will be changed. They will not be as sweet as they were in the day of sale. So don't trust them. Don't get into the words of their. Check your PDI, do your PDI thoroughly, check your vehicle. After all, it's your money, your emotion and your time, and you deserve a brand new vehicle. So I hope guys this video found you well and helped you out. If this video helped you out, do give me a thumbs up and put down your comments about your thoughts. What do you think about PDI? If I missed out any points, do mention that in the comment section. I'll definitely pin that comment. I wish you a wonderful and delightful journey ahead. Thanks for watching. See you next time.